The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Well, 2014-15 was one of the greatest club seasons ever for many Catalans, clearly, but here is one of the key players in that remarkable triumph, Neymar.
Absolutely. I mean, they were very good from the start, but they just became unstoppable in the second half of that season.
And many say it was that game against the boys from Madrid when they donned the cloak of near invincibility. A game where that much lauded front three really did deliver in style.
Yep, and they combined for all 3 goals. And it was Neymar, of course, who got the first of them.
Maldini. Vieira. Oh, good-looking ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Neymar. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Eto'o. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Højlund showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he was alert to it. Costa Curta played into space. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Pedri. Makaleli. Vieira. He's gone forward, and he's intervened well there. Kimmich. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Makaleli getting this one clear. Nuno Mendes is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. That's gone for a throw-in. Baresi. He is Drogba! And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff quietly revving up. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. Now that looks a decent ball. Swings in across. Drogba! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Now he's got space here. Pepe. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. That gets us going once more. Both sides defensively robust up to now.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Pepe, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Eto'o! It's Eto'o! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Eto'o actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bangladesh have the chance to go the other way.
France have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Oh, this looks sharp. Stood up well to him there. Just about up to the hour now. Bangladesh have it back and can go again. Now it's Hoyland, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Looking for the run, looking to play him in. Eto'o picks it up out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's not an especially good pass, that. That's very neat. Now, who's going to be first to this? It's gone out for a throw-in. Baresi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He won't be happy with that one. Clipped into space. Shapes to shoot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Casemiro.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but...
Owen!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's Totti! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Deftly away. And that is that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I really like the look of Marino here, Peter, because he's such an effective shield in front of the defence, and his main role will be...
Tries a shot! Vitinha gets it away. Oh, good ball! Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bangladesh with the corner. They're first. Header! But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Vieira is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. He can run onto that. Oh, that was vital. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Great ball if he can get there. And he's hit a chance! Goal! And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Oh, well played, well played. Oh, good spread. Plays a sharp little ball here. Great chance! It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Bangladesh presented with a golden opportunity here. Schmeichel must save this. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Tries to play it through. Oh, super find. Oh no, this does... Chance, surely! It's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Merino.
This is the time you need that pace.
Juve is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's been given away. Raul. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. Goes for a shot! Owen finds himself offside. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Bangladesh leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Hoyland, and he is deftly away. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Bangladesh have themselves a chance from the spot. This further to improve their cause. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence that was never missing.
Bangladesh go up by 2 and are looking good.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Oh, that's fabulous. Cruyff. He shifted it to the flank. Cruyff.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't...
Hoyland! Bangladesh have their second corner now. Good read, needed to be. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Akanji cuts it out. Gerrard. Vieira. Oh, this is a very good run. Akanji, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, football is a simple game, complicated by footballers. Why doesn't he slip that to the right?
Cruyff. Vieira. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Gerrard. Nicely weighted ball. Akanji. Owen. And Owen! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So now the difference is 3. Now it's Owen. Can he get on the end of this? And it's made its way to him. He's in one-on, and he shoots! And again! And a neat finish! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very...
He's had a shot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
That was a given. It always was.
Owen really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Bangladesh penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Xavi Alonso has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Owen threads one in. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Bangladesh clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And Owen! Michael Owen! Screamer! A finish of true class! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Bangladesh are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Højlund. Oh, that is Owen! Oh, he's done it! Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him. Oh, he's having a go! And that's a tidy finish. And they are right back within touch. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
India may be down, but not out just yet. Well, that is one way to stop him. Nicely weighted ball. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Inzaghi. Just eases him off the ball. Bruno Fernandes. Filippo Inzaghi. Now it's Owen. Bruno Fernandes. Costa Curta does really well there. He is strong.
This is the time you need that pace.
Romero. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Inzaghi. Messi. And he skips past his man. And he's managed to get free. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. The second half is up and running. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Not a hint of offside here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Owen!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is expertly dealt with. That pass has been well intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, what? It's Inzaghi! And he makes no mistake. Just 1 in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
All of a sudden, we have a game here. And he's following up. Another headed effort. Again, not the most fruitful.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Neymar. Not the most convincing of passes.
India really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Maldini calmly anticipates. And the pass is intercepted. Darwin. And it's Neymar.
Well, at least they acknowledged the effort.
And that has been knocked clear. And here's Neymar.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. This is a promising build-up. It's not an especially good pass, that.
India really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
1 minute to add, according to the board. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That's the end. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Owen collecting the match ball, and it is his. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Well, who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Owen! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bangladesh with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, good climb! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move, and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, super ball! Højlund was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No, he's not getting past him there. Tries to pass it through. First quarter of an hour gone. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe. And he's picked out the run. He's picked his way through. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter, in that challenge. That usually leads to something unwanted.
So this to pull level. A formality. We're level. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Raul. Tries to play it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No way through. Maldini gets over and intercepts. And here's Owen. Højlund is onto this. It's not an especially good pass, that. Belletti. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Højlund. Højlund unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well read. Nice interception. Vieira. Raul. Now it's Højlund. Højlund showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Raul. And it's Cruyff. Oh, nicely intercepted. Edmilson. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's gone looking for safety. That's a throw. Pato. Short changes him with that pass. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. Bangladesh are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Bangladesh have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And the through ball. Khan gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Pass somewhat off target. Makaleli. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And here's Cruyff. That's a sharp pass. Puskás. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Great vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Bangladesh clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Passes short and sharp. Raul. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Bangladesh clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Chance! Cruyff. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now they can clear their lines. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Cruyff. Owen receives it in a good position here. They get a throw in. Raul. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Can he get on the end of this? And that's been slipped through. Good take, and is he shapes to shoot? And that's a good finish. And the comeback is complete. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid leading now.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
They're back in possession and ready to go again. He has found the way through. Oh, that was vital. Makaleli. Cruyff. He's through here. Well, and that will be it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And Ronaldinho! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Getting up there! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And here's Ronaldinho. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And now they can spring out of defence. In with the challenge, Ronaldinho. He's shifting through the gears here. No, he's had it taken off him. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Bangladesh clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bumps him off it and wins back. On the finish! Now, chance for a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. They've played it short. Can he finish? Picked out and Owen! Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And this is Adriano. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's in on goal. Great chance! And he's done it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Puskás! Superb from Puskás! A finish of true class! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Yamal, upright and purposeful. Dani Olmo. Yaya Toure. Stojkovic. And it's Stojkovic. That's been cut out, well played. Dani Olmo. Yamal. And Dani Olmo. Throw in. Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira. Stojkovic. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. And we are up to the break.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Ronaldinho, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now it's Nakata. Threads one in, and he was alert to it. And it's Cruyff. Costa Curta plays a sharp little ball here. Dani Olmo. It's a good run down the right. Adriano. Maldini cuts out the pass. Yaya Toure. Caceres. Nakata going face-to-face with his great rival. Vieira. Dani Olmo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira. Caceres kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Cruyff. Rodri gets over and intercepts. Madrid are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Stojkovic has created one goal already. And Owen! And how did he not put that away?
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Looking for the run. Yamal. Oh, that's fast. He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Shot could be on. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Rodri. Cruyff. Now it's Yaya Toure. And he's played it back. Now there's Owen! That's gone for a throw-in. Rodri. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway.
It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he? And oh, he's been caught on it here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Messi. Makaleli. It's Belletti. Tries to play it through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, that's fabulous. It's crossed into the middle. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Searching pass he's played there. Adams. And here's Mane. Nice sequence of passes, this. And smartly reclaimed.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cruyff.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Makaleli. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Cruyff. And he's picked out the run. Adams with the clearance. Now it's Cruyff. Cafu is there to clear. Aimed beyond the defence. Makaleli. Now he's got space here. Edmilson. Zola. Mane going forward. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Højlund. Adams can clear it away. Zola. And it's Batistuta. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's a little off target. Looking to play him in. He's had a shot! Goal! So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the first moment of real significance. Højlund! Oh, that was no routine save.
Højlund is offering a wry smile there.
Bangladesh with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. There will be a throw-in. Shot could... And Messi! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Zola! Zola! And that's what you call inspired goal. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Bangladesh go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. We're on the move again.
Bangladesh really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Edmilson looking to provide the solidity his team so need.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He's rising! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down?
And Zola! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Mane! Keeper's got his work done.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Corner number 2 then. Terrific effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And a chance! It's a goal! And they are right back within touch! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So could they be onto something here? Piqué calmly anticipates. Bangladesh are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Piqué gets across to intercept that. And he thumps it clear. Looking for options for movement. No, it's come to nothing. And now they can clear their lines. Adams. Toure pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Zola looking to add to his goal. Mane. Schneider. Adams spots it and intercepts. Now it's Pelé. Goes down, but nothing given. That's a pretty loose pass. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. pinches it off him. Passes short and sharp. Oh, super. And Zola! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Five minutes to add. Silvestre. Vieira. Yaya Toure. Pele looking to be a... That's that, the end. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And this is Puskás. He's shifting through the gear. Judge, surely! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Owen. Oh, delightful ball. Akanji spots it and intercepts. That's a little off target. Bangladesh still without a single shot on target. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Bellingham is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Robertson. And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Makaleli. Vieira. Now it's Owen. Tries to play it through. He's found a way through. So much time and space here. Oh, good claim by the keeper. Certainly earned his keep there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Makaleli. That's Vieira.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Owen! Oh, what a mistake! It is a corner. Bangladesh with the corner. They're first. Hoyland! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Hoyland really might have got ever so slightly across it. I don't think he intended to hit it so close to the frame of the goal. I mean, that's a bit obvious.
Makaleli. Owen! And Owen! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And this could be the final action of the first half. He leaps for it! Marvellous goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Pete.
And that is indeed the final act. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Bangladesh just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Bangladesh can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. So right back into the action. Bangladesh leading courtesy of the game's only goal. In towards the back stick. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Yaya Toure looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Belletti. Lovely pass, but can he get there? De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Pass somewhat off target. And that has put paid to that. He's Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Still just a single goal between the sides. Mbappe. Dani Olmo! Dani Olmo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Haaland. Played into space. He has found a way through.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Belletti. Oh, this looks sharp. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour. Bangladesh couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
No, that's been intercepted. He's found a way through. Can he finish? Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, super ball! Has a look and plays it forward. Played out towards the right wing. Akanji. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Thinks about the shot. And he's only too happy to take that back. Mbappe! Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Chance! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And time is up. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway.
Well, the greatest goal threat down below us, Peter, is Michael Owen.
Forever the boy wonder. Burst onto the world scene, of course, in such sensational style and left us with that unforgettable impression.
Yeah, and he'll forever be remembered for that, Peter, but his catch-me-if-you-can style of finishing and one-on-one duels with keepers, it became the norm.
Absolutely so, and I guess we're all expecting him to notch a goal or two here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Owen! And he couldn't quite find the target.
Well, at least his thinking was very good, Peter. Probably thought he hit the target, judging by his reaction.
Nice looking ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Still goalless. Bellingham. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cruyff quietly revving up. Ferdinand makes the interception. Now it's Højlund. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
This is a promising build-up.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, he's burst through! And Batistuta! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Barcelona have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always...
Owen! They want to be quick to recover this. And here's Raul. Raul gets flagged offside. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And there's the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Caicedo. And he's well positioned. He's having a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Makaleli has a look and plays it forward. And it's Cruyff. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's well spotted. That's a pretty loose pass. Now that's well seen too. Lampard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Bellingham. Oh, just shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. One sweeping move, and that is all they have time for. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Bangladesh currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And Puskás! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bangladesh with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Costa Curta. Bangladesh come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Edmilson, the man that is tenacity personified. Bangladesh still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Nicely weighted ball. Real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Owen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Header! And that's a sharp finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Bangladesh restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want.
Oh, shooting chance! And that was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Baresi attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And that could set him on his way. Puskás, can he finish? And that's in. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Here's a chance! It's loose now and they want... Oh, what has happened here? And that's aimed into... And a header! And he hits the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So again, we have parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Cannavaro. Ferdinand. Lampard. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Caicedo. Beckham. Looking for the run. Well read, and the danger is averted. Caicedo.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking to play him in. Beckham. Here's Vieira. And that interception was most... Puskás! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's just...
And that is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter.
And Owen! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Melbourne City finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking for a runner. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Some really good ball movement.
Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, easy pickings there. Now who's going to be first to this? He shapes to shoot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Melbourne City with the corner. They're first. Olise with the short one. And the shot! And a neat finish! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's a throw. Picked out brilliantly. And it's Vieira. Takes the shot! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Vieira certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Cruyff. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Could be danger here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. This their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Dani Olmo. And this is... Can he finish? Glorious! A finish right from the top draw. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Melbourne City with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Makaleli. That's been cut out. Well played. And here's Olise. Zanetti finding himself in space. Getting up there! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Bangladesh have reclaimed it. Vieira. That's it, 45 minutes up. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Vieira. And here's the chance to counter. That's a cute ball. Silvestre getting this one clear. And here's Elise. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Could move up a gear here. Puskás is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Now the Neymar! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Deftly away. Makaleli. Vieira. Now it's Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's a good ball. Raul. Vieira.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And this is Owen. And he's found a way. And the finish! He's got a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have movement on both benches. It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, there's the clearance. It'll be a throw-in. Crosses it in. And it's hoisted clear. Played it again.
Melbourne City clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That's the keeper's ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Makaleli.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Vieira. Howson cuts it out. Count. That's that, the end. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your reflections then, Jim?